right. Welcome to your final exam review. I'm going to go ahead and apologize now for all the sniffing, snorting, and nose blowing I do during this video. Uh, the allergies are just whooping me. So I apologize for that. But maybe through all the sniffing, you can still get a little bit of review for your final exam. I just want you to feel the most prepared that you possibly can for doing well on that test. So let's go ahead and get going on it. The first thing that I'm going to have on your test is I'm going to pick one of those a bird's eye. I'm going to have a bird's eye drawing of a fixture on there, and then I'm going to have you draw the four possible angles of that fixture isometrically. So, for example, let's just say I chose a water closet. Okay, and I say there's your water closet. And I'll just say convert that bird's eye view drawing to an isometric drawing and show the four possible angles for it. So, first of all, make sure to orient your isometric paper correctly to where you have vertical lines on it. And then you see the cross pattern going through it. And what we've been doing is 1, 2, 3, 4, the four possible angles. Make sure that you draw all four possible angles. Don't duplicate and accidentally draw the same angle twice. Another tip is to make sure that you draw everything that's on there, but don't add anything that I do not put on there. Okay, so if I have a clean out in the back, you make sure to draw a clean out. If I do not show a clean out, you don't put a clean out. Okay, so circles represent the vertical line. So let's try this. Okay, so circle is the vertical. Let's first of all go with angle number 1. Follow it down. Could have put the clean out in the back. And we'll indicate the water closet flange on top. So you said the vertical turn, clean out in the back, and the horizontal run for angle number 1. So you've got that one. Follow angle number 2. Line goes in the angle number 2. Vertical turn for the water closet flange on top, clean out in the back. That was angle number 2. Angle number 3, line goes up towards angle 3. A vertical line for the water closet flange and a clean out in the back. And angle number 4, vertical line for the water closet up towards angle 4, clean out in the back, water closet flange on top. Okay, so, and there's your first one. On your exam, I will take a few points for neatness, so make sure to bring a straight edge. Have a good sharp pencil with you there. I do have the pencil sharpener in the classroom. You can use that. Keep your pencil nice and sharp, but definitely have that straight edge to where you can just maximize your score by giving me good straight lines. So that would be the example of the first thing on your test. Now, I'm not saying which fixture is going to be, so make sure that you go back through all your notes you've taken, your assignments that you've previously done, and look at all the various fixtures and be prepared for no matter which fixture I pick, whether it's a shower, a tub, a kitchen sink, a clothes washer, a lavatory, water closet, whatever it may be prepared to look at the bird's eye view drawing that I show for that individual fixture and draw that from the four possible angles. Okay. I think I've got that section right there worth 20 points. Each one is going to be worth 5 points apiece. Okay. The next portion of it is going to be the bulk of it, but I will have something drawn, whether it's I think I might have a bathroom, however it may be drawn. Okay. Like this. And I'm not saying this is it, but it may be something like this. I have one labeled kitchen sink, a clothes washer, tub shower, a lavatory, vent here, main vent on the washer, vent here, and a water closet. Okay. Once again, pay attention to every little bit of detail that I put on there. If I have a clean out on it, put a clean out. If I do not put a clean out, then do not show that. Okay. You're not going to add, you're not to add or take away from the drawings. You're supposed to just convert it. I've got you doing this, and you're going to convert this bird's eye view drawing, or one that will be similar to this. You're going to convert it to one angle of the isometric. You can pick whichever angle you want to, one of the possible four, and draw that. So if I was going to be drawing this, here's the long line, this long line running to the water closet. Okay. I got to clean out in the very back. Let me step out of the way a little bit. Turns vertical for the water closet. Put a flange on there. Okay, we come down stream a little bit. It's a combination. So if it's a turning combination, which is turning 90, that's going to go from line to line. It goes from one line onto the next line. That's going straight to a P-trap, straight down, dip, and straight back up. Another combo, which is going to put you back on the line again. Clean out in the back. Vertical line for that. Okay, lavatory. And like I say, you've already done all this stuff. It's just now just testing you and just seeing that you've done it. I mean, most all of you have done really, really well with your drawings, which I've been really pleased since the majority of your class time was just watching videos. I know we've done some in the classroom. So come off with the other one. That should be kind of parallel in those. You're just getting on your lines, following the lines on your paper. Okay, there. Trapping up. And I'm just going to put a washer box on that. Makes it show that distinction that it's a washer. There, we hit a vertical turn. Oh, I've got to clean out in the back. So I'm going to put it. Now this one goes back this way. Oh, should be paralleling. That line comes out, trap, and then I'll continues to go this way and up. So hopefully you all are able to pause and zoom in on that. I know that could look a little congested there. That's what that would look like. Or you could choose to draw this from a different angle. If you were drawing this drawing from a different angle, and your main line was running up like this down to the toilet, and then you were to come off this way for the sink. All right. Then it's going to angle like this, going away from the drain. So it'd be coming out like this, trap, over, up. So I don't know if you could tell that. Let me erase kitchen sink a little bit. You could look at that. Here's your dividing line. Look at that. If you change the angle of it a little bit, you spin it around, it's going to open that up to where it doesn't look like lines are crossing there. But it's just perspective. That's up to you. You can pick any angle that you want to. Okay. You'll have plenty of time to take the test. So if you get drawn it from one angle and say, "Well, I don't like that. Let me pull out another sheet and draw it for something else," then you can do that as well. Okay. Just make sure that you're able to go through and identify that you have every line on there, and make sure that your angles are correct, that you don't make a simple little error. Now, what I'm going to have you doing on this one, you do not have to connect your vents on this one, because I've got you doing that on the next part of the test. So we could potentially just say, each one of these could run up through the roof. And that's very is possible. Most of the time we've been tying them back so that we only drill one hole through the roof. And just to say, well, that was since the washer had the main vent, we'd run that one out and tie these back. You do not have to connect those on there. So you can just, on this one, you can just run straight up and do it that way. If you wanted to make that attempt on there and just say, hey, I'd like to go ahead and draw those vents, then by all means, go ahead. I will not, I'm going to be grading you up to this point, okay? You're just going to show me a vertical rise on the vent, and then you can stop. This is where your points are, okay? That one there, I believe I've got worth 60 points, a total of 60 points for that drawing, okay? Be prepared for that. Now, the next drawing I'm going to have, you're going to use, it's for venting. You're going to use the sheet of paper that I give you. I'm going to give you some vents already being drawn on an isometric sheet of paper. I may have one like this. Okay. And there may be one over here. And then I may draw one over here. Okay, so there's going to be vents located around on here. This one, I may have say that's the main vent through roof. Here's just an individual vent and individual vent. So now, a note, those vents are shown from the base to the top. So leave all you're going to be doing, this is very simple. All you're doing is connecting to the top of the vent that I already have there, okay? So you need to look to see how high is this? That should match this one. And if I have another one, look at your individual vents and make sure that you confirm the heights are the same. Then go to the one on the main vent, whatever height that is. These are here. That needs to be the indicator of where you mark and say, well, that height right there is where I'm going to tie the main vent into. Okay, the other vents are tied to the main vent at that point. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to start to run horizontal vent piping on the tops of these to get them to tie back to the main vent. Okay, so if that's the way it's going to tie to, look at the grid pattern on your paper and follow the lines. Okay, it's going to be heading down like this. See how this one is off this way a little bit? If that went down, it might have to come this way a little to hit there. And this one here is probably going to follow another line like this. And doing something like that. You can design your own vent system, okay? Maybe you wanted to just say, well, hey, I'm gonna take one in from that direction, but I'm gonna run this one back this way, follow this line, and try to make it in. But if you notice, if I try to go in this way, I'm gonna go off my paper. So that might not be the best route to take. I've got it to where you can get from the tops of your vents into the main stack and keep your vent lines run on the paper. But you design that. The main thing what I do not want you to do is you're not going, oh, well, that goes back to the main vent and that goes to the main vent. Well, there it is. No, that's not what we've just gone over, and that's not what we've talked about. You're looking at these vents to say, follow the line. Get your height measured right, okay? Say that's the point of my main vent where they all tie to. And all you're going to do is to go horizontally. What I'm going to encourage you and tell you to do, making sure, do not come to what I've already drawn and go, oh, well, I'm going to go up higher. You don't need to go any higher, okay? The vent, I'm already showing you, that's the height that it's going to be. I've got them drawn, the height that they're going to be. All you're doing is drawing. You're gluing on the 90 up in the attic on the top of these and starting to run those whichever way you need to run them and for what length you need to do, okay, to get those to tie to the main vent. So go back through your notes, but that's what you're going to do. That one's going to be worth 20 points as well. I think that ends up coming out to about 5 points a line on there. So make sure that you look at that. You're going to get it. You're going to get it right. That's it's really not that difficult. It's kind of simple, but you just need to show understanding as far as running those vents like that. So, and that's your test. Okay. So one conversion from a bird's eye view of a fixture for an individual fixture, 4 possible angles of it. Then the one larger bird's eye view drawing of the drainage and waste system, and you're going to pick one angle to draw that, and then you're going to complete connecting the vents and tying them back to the main vent. That's going to be your final exam. So have fun studying for that. I look forward to seeing you in class where we're going to take it. So if you've got any questions about the exam, when are we going to take it, any more as far as just watch some of the review lessons and you got some questions, feel free to reach out to me. That's what I'm here for, is to help you out. So in any way that I can. All right. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.